What is going on, FA Nation? John Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Game Day Playbook Preview Show. We're looking at the Tuesday 11-game main slate. James will be on your playbook for this 11-game main slate on Tuesday. It is an interesting 11-game main slate because we have the return of Yamamoto. Long time coming here. The rookie sensation ended up getting injured. It's been off for a while, making his return from the IL here in this matchup against the Cubs. So that's kind of a notable return here for the DFS slate because he was pretty good. Yeah, pretty good at times in certain matchups there. So with 11 games, we do have a lot to talk about here today. So how you doing, sir? And how are you feeling about pitching?
Never been better. First of all, just never. Have never been better.
Never better.
Never. Pitching, interesting. There's a lot of them, 22 to be exact.
Yep.
Could potentially be more if someone decides let's use an opener for no reason at all because it's still illegal. While Rob Manfred doesn't know what he's doing. So, I mean, at the top we have Shota Imanaga. He's a good pitcher. He has a tough matchup. Probably not going to pay 9,700 for him. Yoshinobu Yamamoto probably can't do that. He has pitched since June.
And it's Dave Roberts as his coach.
And it's Dave Roberts. He also only threw 53 pitches in his last debut. Not going to use that. I don't really like.
It's your boy. I think it's your boy.
I don't really like targeting Arizona. So It's probably not Nathan Eovaldi. Oh, look, who's there? Pablo Lopez. Huh.
$9,100. Slight price bump. Wonder why. 34, 23, and 26 the last three starts for him here.
He is just a good pitcher. And I'm sorry that I was right. That he was eventually going to figure it out. But he figured it out. And he's just been really good since. And, I know David Festa let us down. This is one of those spots where, David Festa couldn't do it. Why would I go to Pablo Lopez? Well, sometimes professional baseball players put it all together in one game, right? The Angels, more often than not, don't put it together in one game. They are bottom of the league in basically every offensive category. So I think it's Pablo Lopez with a bullet above $9,000.
Yeah, I'm not even going to expand on it. It's the 100% correct play of pitchers above 9K. If you're going into the mid-tier range, 8K, there's obviously a healthy number of starters. We've talked Seattle pitchers at home, but San Diego certainly not an easy task there for George Kirby. David Peterson's been really good.
No strikeout upside. No strikeout upside. That's
11 strikeouts against Boston, but Toronto is not Boston when it comes to strikeouts. Sure. But just in general, Boston, Arizona, San Diego, Baltimore,
tough stretch.
Tough stretch.
Very tough stretch.
He's aced them, so I'm not really afraid of him against Toronto.
No.
In this spot here. You had Yu Darvish. We knew he was going to be limited. 63 pitches against Detroit. Didn't even look that great. I know it's Seattle, but I'm not going to run that one out there. Arrighetti didn't get out of the first inning in his last start. Obviously, not going to suggest he does that again, but in this 8K range, to me, it's kind of like Peterson and not much more for me.
I have a little different opinion.
Okay.
I do tend to trust George Kirby at home.
Okay.
I know he's obviously been disappointing. Was obviously better also in that Oakland start.
Yeah.
So, and I think the most encouraging thing was the road. It was on the road. 8,800. He's a probably close to 10K pitcher when he's going well. So I like Kirby at home. I love Zach Gallen, his last start against San Francisco. And I just don't think much of Texas without Seager. They obviously have a couple players that are hitting well. Nathaniel Lowe's been fine. Wyatt Langford's been fine. Both those players have been playing well. But when it's 2 out of 9 players that you're worrying about there is obviously a ceiling. And we saw that 6 scoreless innings, 8 strikeouts. He's now done that in 2 of his last 3. And we've seen that presents 30 plus fantasy point upside, right?
Sure.
So I like Gallen amongst Kirby, Peterson, Gallen. and I would go back to the Spencer Arrighetti well. 9 runs, only 3 earned. I'm not.
Yeah, they took 6 more runs off of him. They did a late scoring change, made it an error.
Yeah, that happened with me with the Kirby when Kirby allowed 15 earned runs in a start, and then
Yeah.
it was only like 7. I was like, great. And now I only have a 45 ERA for Kirby start. But yeah, I mean, like another spot, like Oakland's scary, obviously, but they also do present a really high strikeout ceiling for Arrighetti. And this is a guy who's had 11, 13, and 12 strikeouts in 3 of his last 6 starts. So I do think the 8K tier is really appealing, more appealing than the tier above them. But you can play Darvish. I will not.
I'm not playing Darvish.
I know. I just wanted to hit you with one pun before we moved on. That's all.
Oh, you got it. Yeah. You
It's
can't.
okay. It's late. It's okay. I get it. It's late.
It's true. We just, watching.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
It's.
No, we weren't. Whatever you're about to say, we weren't. It's okay. No, we weren't.
Under 8K, we got a good 7K tier. Has Alex Cobb against the White Sox, $7,600.
I mean, if he's actually going to start, he's going to be extremely popular. Joey Cantillo had a 6 2/3 perfect game going, and that guy has not pitched well at the major league level. So I assume Alex Cobb will be your chalk pitcher, and I don't really see another reason to not go there.
I agree.
Honestly,
Yep.
I would 100,000%. You know where I'm going next. There is no reason Aaron Savali 6,300 in this spot. There's no reason. You want another chalk pitcher? That is chalk.
I mean, just faced this team at home, 7 shutout, 7 Ks. So
Dude, 4 to the last 5 starts, you're super happy with Aaron Savali. Even in that St. Louis start where he has 15.7. He's
$6,300.
$300. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Cobb is not the chalk. Maybe it's Savali.
Maybe you're playing it both. Maybe you're playing Savali and Cobb in an 11-game slate. You're spending up for everybody.
Yeah, but also I want to play Pablo Lopez, so you can't tell me what to do.
Play 3 lineups.
You can't tell me what to do.
All right. So you do Savali and Pablo Lopez. That would give us $4,300.
Yeah, let's
Spin the lineup as we go. Catcher.
Yeah, I like that, but I like that idea.
Value tier where we've sat. Fry homer, by the way.
He did.
We talked about that on the Monday slate at the lefty matchup there against Schuster. Doesn't have the lefty matchup. Just want to call out that he did, in fact, homer. Value tier. We do have Cubs, but it is for some time Yamamoto. Does that bother you at 27 for Amaya, who likely gets to play here?
No, Amaya played on. They went back-to-back days with Amaya. I mean, Dodgers like Walker Buehler to Yamamoto, like Walker Buehler.
Got it. Nailed it.
Is definitely bad, and Yamamoto is definitely not. And I know there's going to be a limit, but the Dodgers bullpen's pretty good. So, like if I'm spending up, like I'd play Austin Wells, who double donged on the who else are we playing here? El Gary, 3,800. If he's in the lineup, he's like a potential cheap home run. Birdsong allows a lot of power to righties.
Yeah.
Who's the punt? Bo Naylor homered on Monday.
Sure.
I always like a cheap Bo Naylor home run.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pedro Pajes, Pedro Pajes and his home run surge, $2,900. Sure. I know Louder looked good in his second start, but again, second start, that was it.
Yep. All right, who are we plugging? Pajes?
Yeah, let's play Pajes.
All right. First base.
First baseman Shohei Ohtani's playing. Maybe he's playing there tomorrow.
Yeah, lefty Rashida.
Oh, that's interesting. If there's no Vladdy, I mean, that lineup is
even worse.
Bad. It's gonna be really cheap. Like that's gonna be like the cheapest stack of the day. But like,
you got Naylor versus Cannon.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Miranda versus Canning at 41.
Also feels really good. Even though Griffin Canning did pitching well, he's pitching really well.
Let's see.
I mean, if you do want to play Nathaniel Lowe, he is having like the best stretch he has had all year long.
Yeah.
And Zach Allen, although he has pitched well lately, that's not like exactly, hasn't lasted
You
this.
probably get Manzardo with a righty on the mound, right?
We'll get Manzardo. Yeah, we'll definitely get Manzardo. I don't think there's like Seth Brown has if
Yeah,
you
if you're not in on Arrighetti here.
are in on Arrighetti, they get Seth Brown on the we get Seth Brown on the road there.
Okay. Do you think we're spending up at first, or do you
And
like?
then Cavadas 22. Salute to him. If you're not playing Pablo Lopez, Pablo Lopez had a home run problem, right? We
Sure.
know that. So Cavadas homered on. We're probably
And Connor
living in that.
Crawford's had home run problems. We got.
That's true. We're probably living in that like Naylor
Yeah, I'm good with
that Naylor
Naylor.
range.
I'm good with Naylor's cannon. Second base, obviously there's spend up options. We've largely lived in the value tier. Jimenez is 42. If you wanted to go there to start your lineups,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, I'm just
I,
seeing if there's anything else down here. It's really not.
I mean, Gelof's been better lately from a fantasy perspective because he's stealing bases again. We'll see what Minnesota does. I mean, if Julian's leading off, that would be the direction I'd want to go.
Yeah,
$2,900
agreed.
against the guy who struggles with lefties. I know he's been better, and he's been better against lefties too. I was looking at that the other day. I was like, wow, why is he pitching well against lefties so suddenly? But yeah, Julian would be the play if he's Jimenez is the play if Julian's not leading off. But if Julian's leading off, I mean, 2,900. It's hard to
Sure.
pass up on that.
I mean, we're gonna have a lot of money, I think, to build around here. We got 4,600 a play as it is.
And if we decide to save, I mean, we're just gonna drop down and save $1,500 more or $1,300 more.
Right. I almost feel like if we're sacking Cleveland, we can't not play Jose Ramirez.
Yeah. Let's just keep going through. I mean,
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, I feel like if we're gonna go with the Cleveland stack,
I
we're
don't
not gonna
disagree.
can't really stack them without their best player.
I largely don't disagree.
Played Chisholm versus Lugo. Obviously, Lugo's not been the same guy in the second half.
No, even though he's pitched well since I dropped him in seasonal fantasy, that's sick. Vientos, we were in on Vientos against Bassett to begin with. That
Yeah,
hasn't really changed in my opinion.
Miranda's down here, as we talked about at first base.
DeYoung. I mean, dude, I know DeYoung's struggling right now, but man, Stroman cannot miss bats. So
Yeah.
Joey Ortiz, if he's in the lineup, is a cheap home run potential.
Let's see. Anything else down here? Not really.
Kobe Mayo played on Monday. I don't know if he'll play on Tuesday, but he did play on Monday.
Yeah.
He's 2,500 just for cheapy.
If you do Ramirez, it's 42. Your top shortstops are Witt, Henderson, Ellie, Lindor. So we really liked Lindor on the slate with Bassett
We did.
previously.
We really did.
Um,
And I think that's our problem with playing Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Right? Like because then we haven't even gotten to the outfield yet either.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if we do Ramirez, we try to find some value probably at short. Kind of make up for some of that. Like, I mean, Tommy Edmonds 36, Story's 34, Rafael is 32.
Rafael had a really good game on Monday.
Yeah. Jacob Wilson's 2,500. I mean, if he's in the lineup, we know he can hit.
He can. Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
Rafaela's recent numbers here: 4 RBIs, had the home
Dude,
run the other day.
he just has a big ceiling.
He
Right?
does.
Because he's I don't know, he's always doing things in bunches. So we have a Story 34. You could play him. Sedan only has shortstop eligibility here, huh?
Yeah,
That kind of takes the like appeal off him a little bit because I like the shortstop outfield that he's had all year.
Mike, what do you want to do here?
I want to spend up.
Okay. Spend up at short or outfield?
I think that this is a position we should spend. Like shortstop to get to like
If we did
Lindor.
Lindor, that'd be 3,700 an outfielder, and we know there's obviously value outfielders to build with. Top outfielders are obvious choices here, right? Otani, Judge, Soto, Mookie versus lefty, Duran, Jordan's been as good as anybody.
Yep.
$5,900 there. Santander hit his 40th homer. We know Crawford gives up a ton of homers. Rooker's been on fire. So, like, once again, I still feel like Hauser's the only guy above 5K I wouldn't play.
Yep. I mean, even like when you get into like the weeds down here, Bellinger homered in his return to LA on Monday. Spencer Steer is a 2020 guy. Like he has a ceiling. So yeah, I mean, there's basically everyone over 5K is in play.
Yeah, I agree. Under 5K, that top half tier. I mean, I said there's Quan, there's Mullins,
Like
J Rod
Nimmo
45.
and Nimmo 45.
Yeah, Nimmo 45. Churio 44.
I like the righty powered against Birdsong.
Yeah. And he's got some speed to him.
Yep.
Let's see. We have Christmas at 42 for John Kenzie Noel.
Jock Jams slowing down a little bit, but obviously has a lot of power against righties.
Yoshida's 4K. Rayleigh's been good. If you're not in on the Darvish experience, $3,900. Lawrence Butler's down to 3,900. You know he's liable to go for 3 homers.
I just do not understand it.
You know?
I just don't. I mean,
he's still hitting 380, over his last 10. So
I don't. It is what it is, but I don't understand it.
Jason, just replug him, 36.
Yeah, Dominguez is still base too.
Yeah.
Only one hit, 10
run
base
scored, stolen base. Yeah. Let's see. More value.
New bar 34. Pajes could be in the lineup against Imanaga.
Sure.
Renfroe has been really good. Homered again on the Monday slate. He got activated from the IL. Has been super productive since being back. Melendez gets the Stroman play at 33.
Mm-hmm.
He's been fantastic from the power department. And we know Stroman's just been awful. You get the Twins guys.
Yep.
Larnack hit 3,200. Can never get that guy right. Can never get the right twin lefty outfielder. But
actually, so Arrighetti, remember, he's actually really good against lefties. That's why he was able to shut down the
True. The Orioles.
Oh, the Orioles, yeah, these really good numbers against lefties. Reverse splits guy there. So Brown and Butler and all those guys could be in a little bit of trouble in this one.
Yeah, right. Think Pavin Smith hits 3 home runs, or
maybe did it once. Can he do it again? Probably not. That's probably it for value. So we got 3750 in the outfield here.
3750, and there's gonna be someone that opens up below, like
for sure. I mean, if you wanted to like one off Melendez at 33 or play the Twins guys, I'm fine with that.
I would, and there's always a chance again we drop from Jimenez or drop from Ramirez, either one of them.
What was Wallner? He's probably over 4K, right? Wallner's 39.
You could actually just play Larnack and Wallner, but Wallner's actually
they've both been really struggling, but it's just a matchup you're looking to play.
MJ's good, dude. He's been great.
Melendez, yeah. And that gives us like 4K, right? 42 for the last outfielder. Just John Kenzie, just straight 4-stack it in Cleveland.
I just don't know if he'll be in the lineup with a righty. That'd be my only problem.
Okay.
They would probably play Lane Thomas over him, just given.
Well, we could play both. I mean, or pivot to one or the other.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm good with whatever Cleveland related cannons.
And if we like going against Jonathan Cannon here, so
yes, we do.
Savali, Lopez, Pajes, Naylor, Jimenez, Ramirez, Lindor, Dominguez, Melendez, and Thomas. One offing with Lindor, Dominguez, and Melendez. We're stacking Cleveland, spending up for Lopez, spending down for Savali, $200 left over. We'll be back live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time to answer all of your questions for this 11-game main slate. Get us on Twitter, find us on X, get us in the Discord, all the good stuff there. We'll see you later.